Oh, you didn't say anything. I hope you can hear me. Let me see. Yeah, you should be. Can someone just go in the chat box, in the chat, and let me know, or unmute yourself and let me know if you can hear me. Excellent. Thanks. Thanks, Fern. Okay, so one more minute. We're going to start on our backs tonight. So if you want to roll over and get on your back, we'll be starting. Here it is, 5:30. We're starting right now. I'm going to mute everyone. I am recording. There we go. Okay. So onto our backs. Take my slippers off. And just sprawl open into a nice savasana pose. This is a nice corpse pose. Open it up. Oops. Let's put my mic a little somewhere else. Let's see. All right. So just coming into, sorry, guys. I have to put my mic here. There, that should be better. All right. Just opening it up. Palms are up. Feet are apart. And as you breathe, just allow your body to melt into the floor. Yeah, just get inside your body. Get used to being here for practice. Feeling your belly rise and fall as you breathe. Softening the palms of your hands. Softening your fingers. Softening the soles of your feet and your toes. Now feel your entire torso open up with the breath, expanding for an inhale. Dropping down toward the ground for your exhale. Slowly turn your head all the way to the right, slowly. Keep it there, breathe here. Head to the right. Soften both shoulders. Slowly, as you turn your head to the left, use that pressure at the back of your head as you turn your head to just relax your skull, your face. And then you're all the way to the left. You can release there, breathe. And then slowly bring your head back to center. Bring your legs in just a bit. Make the feet parallel, not turned out anymore. Bring the arms up to the ceiling. Palms are facing each other. Take the chin down to the chest. Now draw your navel down to your mat. Oh, feel that opening in the lower back. Keep that. Take your hands together. Intertwine your fingers, bend your elbows out to the sides, scoop your hands under your skull, nestle your palms into the base of your skull, open your elbows as wide as possible, draw the navel down. Now lift the head and the upper back off the ground. Hold it here. Notice that you're using your upper abdominals. Now bring the knees to your chest and lift the head a little higher. Hold it here. Breathe here. Okay, you're working. Flex both heels, open the toes, wiggle the toes, and then extend your legs straight out. Now bring them in again to the chest. Now straight out. Too much for you, bring your head to the floor and bring them in. If this if this bothers your lower back when you straighten your legs, bring them a little higher, not as close to the ground. Bring the knees to the chest now. Take your soles of the feet, press them into one another. Now bring your head to the ground. Open your arms in a T position with your palms up. Okay, press the soles of your feet together and then slowly bring them to the ground, but keep pressing the soles together. Yep, you're going to feel your glutes work. And then let the feet land into the ground and open your groin and your inner thighs. If your lower back hurts, slide your heels away from your buttocks a bit. Just breathing here, close your eyes, feel the groin, let it open. One breath at a time. All right, and notice how the weight of your legs is naturally opening this pose. You don't have to do anything. You're just passively hanging out here. But the weight of your legs, feel it, is opening more and more of the inner thighs. Slowly draw the knees up toward one another. Bring your knees to your chest. Take a hold of your shins, one hand on each shin. Press your thighs into your torso and press your belly down toward the ground. Now squeeze your elbows into your body and breathe. Okay, so what's happening now? You're really pushing down on the legs. So your torso is really active here, but yet you're relaxed at the same time, right? Release so that the knees are over your hips. Flex the heels. Reverse tabletop pose. Take the hands up. Make two fists. Bring the fists together, inner hands and at the thumbs. Drop them between the knees and a little lower. Now draw your navel down very, very actively and press your legs into your fists. Lower back release. SI joint release specifically. Use all your might, all your might. Heels are flexed, all your might. Inner thighs are working, yes. Lower back is definitely opening with this one. Now release and place your hands to the tops of your thighs. You know this one. Flex the heels again. Press the hands into the thighs, thighs into the hands. Draw your navel down at the same time. Heavy duty isometric. Press, press, press. Is isometric the right word? It just kind of doesn't sound right for some reason. You know what I'm talking about. I think it's isometric. Okay, press, press, press. Now bring your knees to the chest. Ooh, feel the opening in the lower back. Nice. Open the arms into a T position. Bring the arms up to the ceiling. Interlace the fingers. Get them under your head again. Elbows are nice and wide. Now, again, soles of the feet together, knees to the outsides. All right, lift the head and the upper shoulders off the ground. And now, knees to elbows, elbows to knees. Release. Feet come down to the floor, but not quite. Keep your legs in that same position. Knees and elbows. And release the feet to the ground, not quite hovering. And that's what you're going to do. Now listen, when you're doing this, you're crunching. You're using upper and lower abdominals. But also, if you press those feet into one another, especially when they're hovering over the ground, you can throw in some glute work too. Exhale when the knees come up to the elbows. Nice big exhale. All right, now keep the feet hovering over the ground. Press the feet together and open the knees as much as you can. Glutes and inner thighs. Bring the knees together. Open them up again. Together. Open them up again. If you can't keep your head and shoulders off the ground, put it down. Open, close. So it's kind of like a butterfly, but you're not in a seated pose. Open. Bring them together again. Now bring the knees up to the chest here. Straighten the legs away again, just like we did at the beginning. Same thing, straighten, squeeze, straighten, squeeze, straighten. Okay, 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And bring your feet onto the mat, knees are bent, head comes down. Arms are open in a T position. Bring the knees up. Wrap the right leg over the left. Chin to the chest, relax those shoulders, and then drop the legs slowly to the left side. Take your time. Once they hit the ground, release the weight of your legs completely. And just breathe into this pose. So you've put your body in this odd shape. Takes a while for it to get used to it, right? Now notice the parts of your body where you're getting some real good stretch here. Right hip, right glutes, right chest, all of that. And of course, the lower back. Turn your head to the right if that feels good. And then those of you who feel like you want a little bit more, okay, you know what? I'm wearing a shirt with a higher collar, so I'm just hoping that I'm just going to hold this mic for now. Okay, if you want more, just take your left hand and press it on that top leg, drawing that knee closer to the ground. That's only if you want a little more. All right, now, try to put this mic on again. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try that. All right, now, head back to center if you turned it. Bring the right arm up to the ceiling. Make a fist. Punch it up. See how you took that arm bone up from the shoulder? Blade shape, straighten the fingers, press them together. Now soften. Soften the hand. You still have that arm picking up toward the ceiling. Bring it overhead. And then sweep it off to the right side. And then down toward the bottom of your mat, over the legs on the left side, and back to the top again. That's your circular motion. Okay, I invite you to close your eyes and feel that right upper arm bone rotating in your right shoulder joint. Keep it smooth and in control. And don't move from the shoulder. Let that movement be really passive. Feel as if you're making the movement more from the hand. Reverse. And then once the arm comes to the right side again, let it drop into the ground, palm is up. Squeeze the legs together, pull the navel back, and take the legs back to center. Okay, now uncross the legs. Sorry guys, I'm gonna I'm gonna have to kind of rearrange this. There we go. There we go. Okay, legs are back to center. Bring the feet up and then just rock side to side along your lower back. And then walk those hips down toward the bottom of your mat. Just kind of rock them down there, lengthening your spine. Okay, chin to the chest, bend the knees, wrap the left leg over the right this time. All right, soften those shoulders before you start coming down. You know how shoulders always want to help out. Keep them out of it. Slowly drop the legs to the right. Take your time. Once you feel the floor, let the legs just drop. Allow the body to get used to this. Deep belly breaths. And if you want to turn your head to the left, go for it. And again, if you want a little bit more, take the right hand to that top leg, press it down a bit, getting a little more rotation in the lower back. Release your hand from that leg if you have it there. Bring your head back to center if you turned it. Lift the left arm up. Fist, punch it up to the ceiling. Okay, feel how you opened your entire left shoulder. Okay, listen, relax a hand, let the arm drop. Make a fist, check it out. Push it up, feel what happens in the shoulder. Nice. Release a hand, blade shape, squeeze. Release a squeeze. Bring that arm overhead. Sweep it to the left and make a circle to the bottom of your mat, to the right, over your legs, up on top of your head. All right. Make that nice and smooth. Let your hand lead the way. No tension in the shoulder. Reverse. And drop that arm back down on the left side. Squeeze your legs together, draw your navel back, bring the legs back up to center, uncross the legs, rock side to side to massage your lower back. Maybe moving into a circular motion if that feels good. If you're circling, reverse. All right, feet to the ground. Okay, what we are going to do is come up into a shoulder stand in either a plow or a jackknife. All right, the way that I like to get into shoulder stand is to use rocking momentum to bring my hips up, basically. All right, so, sorry. So this is what I do. I cross at my ankles and then I just start rocking. And then I rock my feet way up to the ceiling and I get my hands behind my hips and I lift my legs to the ceiling. Now, if you can't come all the way up, that's fine. Keep your back on the ground and just lift your legs. Okay, now rotate the legs in toward each other a bit, like you're trying to rotate them inward. Now take that right leg over your head. Slowly. Right sciatic nerve, you can feel it. Now bring it up. Now take the left leg overhead. Left sciatic nerve, you can feel it. Now bring it up. Okay, now both. Now jackknife is like this. Plow is when you bring the feet all the way to the ground. Just listen to your body. Do what feels okay for you. And then slowly roll out of it, bringing your spine into the ground, one vertebrae at a time. Open your arms in a T position. Okay, flex your heels. Open your legs really wide and make circles with the heels out to the sides. Keep the belly pulled down while you do this. And reverse. And bring them together again. Cross at the ankles. And come on up. Okay. Before we get into table pose, see, I'm wearing this high-necked shirt. That's why I've got it clipped down low onto my sports bra underneath. Okay, so feet, ankles, cross your right leg over the left a little bit. That left leg can be kind of open in front of you. Then take your left hand and thread your fingers through your toes. Okay, so your index finger is going between your big toe and your second toe and then all the way down. Your thumb is free. Okay, make some room so that, get the leg out enough to the side so that you have some room to rotate that foot and that ankle. So just rotate in one direction. Now, that clicking sound that probably most of you have, that's called krepsis, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Reverse the circle. All right, now, take a hold of your foot just under the ankle and just kind of turn. Okay, I'm holding the top of my foot, right, with my right hand. As I turn my right hand away from me, I turn my left hand and toes toward me, and now other direction. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just turning the midfoot, right? The middle part of my foot. Okay, now in walking and in balance, the big toe is really critical. So we're going to work on the big toe, because what you want to do if you're walking properly is you want to bend the big toe and push off of it. When you push off, when you walk, if you push off the big toe, which is how we're supposed to do it, sometimes shoes don't allow us to do it, but if you bend and push off the big toe, what you do is you activate all the way up onto the glute so that you can swing the other leg forward. Okay, so big toe is crucial. Just that's all you need to know. So, got the foot in that same position. Left hand takes a hold of the foot, stabilizes it. Right hand takes that toe, that big toe, and pulls it up. So you're opening the joint. You're getting some traction. Now circle it, that big toe, as you're pulling it away from the foot. So you really open that joint and circle. Now you can actually do this to all the toes, kind of pull them and wiggle them a little bit. Big toe is where you want to spend the most time though. Now reverse the circle. Shelly, I know you've been asking, or you've been asking, but way back when you asked for feet. And I'm eventually going to get a shorty video out for feet because I got a lot of tricks up my sleeve now. All right, now take that toe and just wiggle it away from the foot. Nice. Now take each toe and just pull and wiggle, pull and wiggle, pull and wiggle, pull and wiggle. Okay, there. Switch sides, get the other leg crossed. Get good access to the left foot. Okay, remember you want it pulled out to the side enough where the ankle has a lot of freedom here. Weave your fingers through the toes. Grab the foot and circle it. Ankle. It's also foot, but this is mostly ankle. And ankle and foot are, you know, strong feet equals strong ankles, weak feet equals weak ankles. So we like to get them both. Reverse. Yeah, feel that. Really open up the joint. And same with you, like what you did with the big toe where you get some traction. Yeah, pull that foot away from the ankle a little bit. All right, now we're going to do the forefoot mobility. So grab the foot with your fingers, weave between your toes, get a hold of the middle of the foot, okay? And turn opposite directions with the hand. So one hand comes towards you, one away, and then the other direction. So you're twisting the top of your foot. Okay, now grab a hold of your big toe. Pull it up and away from your foot, right? Like you're like really pulling and opening and getting that joint nice and big, the hallux joint. Now circle as you're pulling away. I mean, look at it. Look at the big toe. Look at the joint, right? The big joint underneath. Then you've got the ball, the large ball. I mean, it's a really important part of the foot. Reverse. Wiggle, 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 pull away. All of them, one at a time, each toe. Just kind of pull them up and wiggle. Okay. All right, got the feet and the ankles. Now, come on into table pose. All right, spread those fingers, excuse me, spread those fingers apart. Pull up your belly. Feel the nice, straight, strong spine. All right, lift it up, up, up with the belly. Take the left knee in just an inch or two. Send the right leg straight out with a flexed heel. Push that heel away from you. Squeeze the right buttocks just a little bit. Lift the heel a little higher and a little higher. Nice. Bend the knee and bring it to the right shoulder. Bring it to the side. Send it straight back again. To the side, back. Slow and controlled. A lot of glute work here. A lot of core work too. Keep the core engaged, keep the belly lifted. Now keep it at that shoulder and pulse. 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 Yeah, yeah. Feel those muscles in the right butt cheek. Pulse and hold. Take the foot out to the side, the knee out to the side. Lift the inner thigh some more. Now bring thigh to thigh, fire hydrant, lift. Thigh to thigh as you lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Nice and controlled. Last one, keep it up there. Straighten the leg behind you. Bend the knee. Push the heel up to the ceiling. Now press more firmly and deeply into your hands, okay? Don't collapse here. Pulse that heel up to the ceiling. Tiny little pulses. Deep work in the glutes. All right, straighten the leg. Swing it all the way over to your left side, as far over as you can get. Drop down into the toes. Walk your hands 1 or 2 tiny steps to the right. Push forward into the hands and slide the right toes back. Feel how you're coming down over that left hip. All right. Keep the right leg nice and strong and active, and soften the torso over that left leg. Breathe here. You're getting a huge opening in the left hip, left glutes. Don't relax the right leg. Keep it strong, keep it straight. Push into the toes. Slowly come up. Lift that leg up. Take it behind you. Take the hands back where they belong. Drop the right knee next to the left. Okay. Make sure that your form is good. In fact, if you want to, you can just start at a table and bring the right knee in an inch or two. Send the left leg out with a flexed heel. Push firmly into your mat with your hands. Flex your left heel a lot. Lift the heel a little higher. Okay, really flex at the heel. Use the entire leg. Belly is lifted. Lift it a little higher. Now bend the knee, bring it to the side, to your left shoulder, and send it straight back. That's the move. To the side and back. To the side, back, side, back. Slow and controlled. Last one, then we're going to bring it all the way up and just pulse it. Pulse that bent knee toward the left shoulder. Now lift it higher. Thigh to thigh, fire hydrant, left side, lift. Lower. Next time that leg comes up, keep it there, straighten it behind you. Press firmly into both hands. Lift the heel a little higher, bend the knee, push the heel up to the ceiling, press into the hands, don't collapse at the chest, and pulse that heel to the ceiling. Tiny pulses, deep work in the glutes. Straighten that leg, swing it out to the right side, let the toes land. And when the toes land, push into the toe pads, especially the big toe, and really feel that entire leg straight and active. Walk your paws to the left a little bit. Press the hands forward, slide the toes back. You're going to land on your right hip here. Keep that leg nice and straight and active. Push into the toe pads to remind you to do that. And then soften over the right leg and the right hip. And slowly release from this. Hands back to center. Knee comes down again. Look for your tabletop. Once you get it, drop your belly, lift your hips. Chest comes forward. Find your cow pose here. Okay. Press into the heels of both your palms. Lift your heart some more. Keep those elbows slightly bent. Press your heart forward. Feel that in the mid-back. Now, try to drag the heels of your palms toward your knees as you press your heart forward. That's the two opposing forces there that you can put into the pose. Now release all that, soften the back, round it up to the ceiling for cat. Release your neck in cat, press more firmly into the hands. Feel as if the arms are just two poles and your head's hanging between them. Let the head get really heavy. Feel the back of your neck release. Take your chin slightly to your chest. And then release the head again. Turn your head slowly to the right and then to the left without creating any tension. Right, so the head's just hanging and you're just moving it side to side. Bring it back to center. Cow pose again. Drop your udders, lift your tail. And a cat pose again. Cow. Cat. All right. Look back there. Curl your toes. Lift your knees off the ground just an inch or two. If you can't do this, just come on up to dog. If you can, just stay in this position. Press more firmly into the hands. Press, press, press. Feel the chest work. Now lift those hips. Down dog for everyone. All right, so you can walk your dog. If you want to, you can wag your tail, hip side to side, if that feels good. Spread those fingers apart. Feel the palms pressing into the mat. Draw your chest back toward your toward your legs. Left foot comes in, root it into your mat. Press that left heel back. Lift the right leg to the ceiling. Turn your hips to the right. Lift that leg a little higher and pulse the right ankle toward the ceiling. Press firmly into your left hand. Drive the mat away from you, keeping an open left shoulder. Turn your hips so they're facing the mat. Look at the front of your mat. Take your right foot between your hands. All right. Knee is over the ankle. Shimmy the left toes back as far back as you can get them. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Come to your fingertips and press your hip slightly forward. Get that left hip flexor open. I was just reading about how there's a number of things that are really good for aging and staying durable and agile, and that's hip flexor. There's not enough hip flexor that people use. Okay, straighten that right leg. We get a lot of it in yoga, so that's for sure. Walk your hands back, bend your elbows back, drop your forehead to your shin. Oh, now you get the right hamstring open up underneath you. Doesn't that feel good? Let's get some more of that. Come onto the fingertips. Lift your toes off the ground. Spread them out and push the back of your right leg toward the floor. So now we're getting the hamstrings going all the way down to the calves a bit. Drop the right foot, bend the knee. Straighten that back leg as much as you can. Squeeze the left butt cheek. Take the left hand next to the right foot. Reach forward with the right arm. Now listen up. Internally, go to your right waist, right side of your waist. Reach forward with the fingertips some more until you feel your right waist open up a bit. That's it. Now lift it up to the ceiling with the right arm. And if you want to, you can even bind that top arm. Release the right arm, bring it forward. All right. Now, swing that foot that's in front of you, the right foot, toward the left side of your mat. I'm going to turn around so I'm facing you. I want you to come into a really wide V because we're just going to invert here. Now, inversion time. Upside down. And just let gravity take over. Press into the outer edges of your feet, right? You don't want to collapse at the arches. Palms into the mat under your face, straighten your arms, walk your hands forward for wide dog. Okay. And then drop your head between your biceps. Lift your hips as you press your heart back there. And then when you're back here, you can soften the elbows. Nice stretch for the middle of your back here. Also an inversion, of course. Glide forward. Walk your hands back. Okay, now turn that right foot toward the front of your mat again. Bend the right knee over your ankle. And then place that left foot in a position that's going to more or less get you into a warrior one stance. Come on back up to check it in case you need to change it up a bit. All right, get the feeling that back leg is really supporting you from behind. So press into the outer edge of that foot, squeeze the left butt cheek, and now you can keep your back nice and straight like a yardstick and reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. That's it, that's it. Now turn your palms away from you, take your arms to the sides, fly forward with your heart here, press into that back foot, use that back leg for stability. And then if some of you want to level this up, bend your elbows, intertwine your fingers, press your knuckles back, and then maybe even drop your body to the inside of that right thigh and take your knuckles to the ceiling. Lift up. Take the arms forward, lift them up again, warrior one. Okay, look at your right knee. And as you open to warrior two, keep watching that right knee and keep it in the exact same position. Notice how that opens your right inner thigh. Nice, nice. Lift from the crown of your head and reach out through your fingertips. Reach out some more. Rotate your right palm up. Scoop it up and over you. Lose your left arm. Reverse warrior. Breathe into the right rib cage. Back to warrior two. Okay, look out over your drishti, over the middle finger. Reach your heart out toward that drishti. And then drop your right arm to the inside of that leg. Press them into one another as you lift the left arm. Turn your torso forward by pushing the right arm into that leg. Binders, you can bind this up with the top or top and bottom arms. If you're a deep binder and you have them both bound, you can straighten the right leg and drop your head. Straighten the leg if you've, or excuse me, bend the knee if you've straightened it. Release the bind. Take the left arm over your ear for intense side stretch. Awareness to your left waist. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. Lock it in there. Now reach your fingertips, left hand away from your head to open the left waist some more. Feel it? Feel it? Cartwheel up, warrior two. And bring both arms up, hands in Namaste Mudra. Swivel forward. Bring your hands to your heart. Okay, so in warrior one. Lift your elbows and press your hands together. Let's get the wrists. Press, press, press. Lift those elbows. We want to really open the wrists. Carpal tunnel stuff. All right, rotate the fingertips in toward you and press even harder. Feel the shoulders, feel the chest work. Now fingertips come up to the ceiling and then they rotate in front of you. Here's where you can really work on this. Draw the wrists toward you, keep the elbows away. Okay, got them toward you. Now press. Press the hands even harder. Nice. Now release the mudra. Release your elbows. Arms come up. Bring it forward. We're coming down. Pigeon. Right hip. So scooch that foot to one side of the mat, your knee to the other. Slide the leg back. If you are on your back, you simply put your right ankle over the top of a bent left leg and then pull that left leg toward you. Make sure your chin is toward your chest when you're doing that to release your neck. Those of you on the ground, hopefully you've leveled your hips before coming down. So let's hang out here for a while. Just really let yourself dive deep into this pose. Soften into it. Feel your breath. Keep it deep. And slowly release. Palms at the edges of your mat. Curl your back toes. Lift that knee. Push into the hands to lift your torso. Get the right leg back there. All right, knees come to the ground. All right, take your hands, I should say your wrists, about shoulder distance apart and a little bit in front of the shoulders. Kick up your feet and cross at the ankles. Keep your belly lifted. Press your elbows straight back. Okay, this is just a little modified push-up kind of plank thing. Now, draw your elbows into you. Push into the hands. Feel the chest work. Feel the arms work. Feel the shoulders work. Straighten the arms. Bend them again. Elbows go straight back. Hold it. Hold it. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. One more. Bend and hold. Hold it here. And straighten. Uncross the feet. Come on up. Down dog time. All All right, bring that right foot in a bit, plant it into your mat, lift the left leg up. Hips are squared to the mat, they're not turned yet. Press your chest back toward your right thigh. Make sure the fingers are spread apart, good base with the hands. Turn your hips to the left. Lift that left ankle to the ceiling. Oh, there's the lateral glutes. Do you feel that? The sides of your glutes. And just pulse that ankle up to the ceiling. Draw your navel back. Lift it a little more. Turn your body toward your mat. Look forward. Left foot comes forward between your hands. All right, looking for a deep lunge pose. So shimmy the right toes back. Make sure the right knee is over your ankle. When you get that right leg back as far as it'll go, squeeze the right butt cheek and push the right heel back toward the back of your mat. Open up the calf muscle. Now come to the fingertips, lift the torso, and press your hips forward to get the hip flexor, right side. Now release that, straighten your front leg, walk your hands back, fingertips forward. Pyramid pose, bend those elbows back, drop the forehead toward the shin. There's those hamstrings, other leg, left leg this time. Just feel them open. And then we come to our fingertips. Let's get more toes off the ground. Heel digs in, push the back of that leg down toward the ground. Hamstrings running all the way down to the calves. Left side. Drop the foot, bend the knee, bring it forward. That right leg stays nice and strong and long. Right hand next to the left foot, fingertips or palm. Now reach forward with the left fingertips. Okay. Reach forward some more. Open up the left waist. Now lift that arm to the ceiling and turn and rotate. And then if you want to, you can bind this. Draw that left hip towards center. Don't let it jut out to the side. Release the right arm, bring it forward. Here we are again. A nice wide lunge pose here. Look back at the right foot. Hop it a little forward and turn it out. Get something that you think is going to work for a warrior one. Come into it and then fine tune it. Hips are always facing forward in warrior one, not turned out to the right here. Okay, got that back leg nice and active. Press into the edge of that foot. Squeeze the left butt cheek. Now you can come forward. You can just float and you can keep the back nice and long. Oh yeah, left thigh is working. Turn the palms away from you. Take the arms back. Lift your heart and fly here. You can stay here and fly, or bend your elbows, intertwine your fingers, press your knuckles back, and then you can even drop inside the leg if you want to. And come up with it. Bring the arms up. And take a look at the left knee. Don't let it move as you open the arms into warrior two. See, if you keep that knee there, you just open up the left inner thigh muscles like crazy. Okay, reach out toward the fingertips. The heart's in the middle. You're bringing all the energy from the heart all the way out to your fingertips. Rotate the left palm up. Lose that right arm as the left arm comes over. And then breathe into that rib cage. Back to warrior two. Look at your drishti. Draw your heart out to it, moving the torso to the left. Drop the arm inside the leg, press them into one another as you lift the right arm. Now press some more so you can open your torso to the side. Binders, you can bind this thing up. Double binders, who are binding with both arms, can straighten the front leg if you want to challenge yourself. Bend the knee if you straightened it. Release the bind if you have it. And everyone, bring the right arm over your ear for intense side stretch. Awareness to the right waist. We're going to open it up. Press it into the outer edge of your right foot for stability. Now reach out with the right fingertips, and I want you to pay attention to your right waist. Yeah, see how it's opening? Cartwheel up to warrior 2, warrior 1, and then we're going to come down, pigeon on the left hip. If you're on your back, left ankle at the top of the right thigh. Draw that right thigh toward you. If you're on the ground, level the hips, come on down. And again, dive deep. Let's stay here for a bit. So notice if you're picking up any weight, kind of holding it up away from the hip, drop it down. Drop it down. And slowly come up. Hands at the edges of your mat. Curl those back toes, lift that knee, squeeze that right butt cheek, push up. Take the foot back, walk it to the center of your mat. Come on up. All right, just a few minutes. I want to throw in a couple more feet exercises, foot exercises. Okay, bring the right foot forward and the left foot back on your toes. Now, you may want to hold on to something here. In fact, it's probably a good idea. Maybe you don't need to, but you may want to get near a wall. Okay, so you want that front leg, you want the knee to be over the ankle. Back leg, you want the knee to go straight down from the hip. Okay, see how my toes are bent? Okay, now I come down and then I go side to side on my back foot. It's probably kind of hard to figure out. Okay, so I have my toes bent, right? So what I can do is I can feel right under my toes. Can you feel the joints right under your toes? Just kind of move your foot side to side to get those joints. Okay, now what you do is now you're going to need to hold on to something. I'll hold on to this. No, I won't. Then you won't see me. I'll hold on to this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my toes and I'm going to take them under. Okay. And this time I've got my legs next to each other. And I bend both knees a little bit. And then I roll side to side. Again, along those toe knuckles. And the lower you go, the more pressure you can put on them. Okay. Other foot. First, the toes are here. And you go side to side. Now, what you can do actually, yeah, just we'll do it. I'm not going to get into that. Okay. So side to side. Okay. Now bring the toes under, bring that other leg closer. And again, side to side over the top. Feel that? All right. Oh, inhale up. Swan dive down. Oh, feel your feet. Drop down, forward fold, monkey. Press into the shins, extend the spine, fold again. Bend the knees, swing the arms back, come up. We're going to waterfall. Bring it up. Okay, we're going to go down, up, sideways, down again. I'll help you. Ready? Exhale down, bend the knees. Inhale up. Exhale side. Inhale up. Down. Up. Side. Up. Down. Up. Side. Up. Down. Up. Side. We're going to do one more side. One more down. One more side. We're going to do another down. One more down. Stay down. Knees are bent. Drop your belly into your thighs or between them. Grab the backs of your ankles. Relax your head. You're just a standing little ball here. Look at how nice and curved your spine is from the tailbone all the way to the neck. Release the backs of your ankles. Feel the bottoms of your feet. Feel the soles of your feet. Press into them. Begin to come up slowly. All right, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it up there. Let the left arm down. Let's get the neck again. Take the left side of your head. Drop the left shoulder. Right ear, right shoulder. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Soften the right shoulder too. Bring it back to center. Release the right arm. Lift the left. Bend the elbow. Take a hold of the head. Drop the right shoulder first. Make some room for the right neck muscles to stretch. And then soften the left shoulder too. Breathe. And bring it back to center. All right, inhale up and overhead. Namaste Mudra, a soft one this time. Bring it to your heart. Drop your shoulders, drop your elbows, and your forehead. All right, bring it to the ground, belly down. And you know what we do to restore? We float around like crocodiles. So just stack your palms, feet are toed in, and just let your belly push into your mat and open your lower back. All right, your head is connected to your hands. Lift your arms, lift both legs, and just a little swimming, little flutter kick with the legs. Legs come down, head comes down, release again. Bring your palms chest level into your mat, preparing for cobra. Feet are toed in, legs hip distance or closer. Draw those elbows in close to you. You're looking straight down at the mat, back of the neck is open. Lift your pubic bone, roll it to your belly button, and bring it back down again. Here we go, your expression of cobra, your expression of it. So maybe you're low, maybe you go higher, however you do it. Coming down slowly. Keep those elbows drawn in, keep the shoulders pushed down away from the ears. Forehead kisses the mat one more time. Come on up. And if you're a lateral twister, you can do that. And bring it down again. Forehead touches the mat. Turn your head to one side. Take your arms out, palms up, bend those elbows, and just relax. All right, and then turn your head to the other side very, very slowly, slow motion, no tension. And then bring your head back to center, palms next to your chest again. Lift up into table pose. Okay, appreciate this table pose. I know we're at the end, but feel it, feel it. Lift the belly, curl your tail under, send your tail way back there toward your heels. Feel your back open and stretch. Okay, you've really warmed it up so you can really stretch it out now. And then just fold into a child's pose. All right, and then if you're staying for Shavasana, flip it over. Right, take up some space. Right, palms are up, feet are open. The ultimate passive pose. Just feel the weight of your body and release it to the earth. Don't hold any of it, all of it. Let it go. Notice your breath. And if your mind wanders, bring your mind back to your breath. That's your anchor in the here and now, your breath. Right? If you're in the moment and there's nothing behind or in front of you, you can be peaceful. So give yourself this time to really feel your inner peace, to experience it. Let that peace grow. Notice how it feels to be filled with peace. Nothing sharp. It's all nice and soft and easy. Notice the breath at your nostrils, the in-breath, the out-breath. Follow the next in-breath from your nostrils down the back of your throat and into your lungs. And follow the out-breath from your lungs to the back of your throat to your nostrils. Now take that in-breath, bring it all the way down to the belly, nostrils, back of the throat, lungs, belly. And then back out from the belly, lungs, back of the throat, nostrils. Just follow the path. And notice how when you're with your breath, the peace deepens. Okay, so this is your place of serenity. It's within you. It's right here. It's always there. Okay, and you know how to access it. And in tonight's Shavasana, if you'd like to put an intention, a prayer, or a sankalpa into your practice, you can do that now. Take that seed to your heart. Give it some prana, give it some breath. And with your next exhale, release it. Okay, making your transition. Rolling to one side. And then very slowly come to seated pose. All right, arms open, palms up. Inhale, exhale. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. And I know it's kind of late because Thanksgiving seems a little bit far away, but I just want to thank all of you because really, and I might have, did I email you guys? I think I may have put this in an email, but just thank you for, letting me facilitate your yoga because I'm really thankful to be able to do that. So have a
Thank you,
wonderful,
Laura.
you're welcome, Shelley. Have a good weekend. And also, we're looking at December soon. There are 3 classes in December, the first 3 weeks. And I think that takes us to like the 21st or something, right before Christmas. And then what I'll do is I will start up again the first week of January from California. So there's only going to be a week off. And I will send information within the next, I don't know, couple weeks about signing up for that. And it will remain on a Thursday. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.